Yeah.
Right. So that's the differentiation comes in. That is where the differentiation comes in. Now, regarding the part, no, you mentioned about the bug solving part, right?
Right. Debugging, because
debugging, yeah,
it's 90% of the job. That's what
correct.
it is, right?
So there has been a lot of advancement in that regard as well, right? So has been, I think Entropic is the ones, like they're the ones who introduced this. They introduced something called a MCP, right? Which is the
What's
Model
MCP?
Context Protocol. It's basically, very simply, it is basically a way for AI to interact with other data sources. For example, if you have a browser and the browser has an API,
Yeah.
so the AI can now connect through MCP to the browser, right? So for example, if you run your code, press enter. Traditionally, what you have to do is, if there's an error, the AI doesn't know if there's an error, right? So you have to tell the AI ki the code you wrote last time had an error, and copy the error and paste it here. When you incorporate something like an MCP, which is a Model Context Protocol, then what happens is the AI
Model
can
Context Protocol is
yes,
that okay.
is a full form. What happens? The AI can then fetch the data, whatever it needs from the browser. Right.
Yeah.
So if the error occurs on this side,
okay.
the AI gets the information that an error has occurred.
Okay.
So then if you add sort of like a loop here, like an instruction to the AI ki, do it recursively until and unless
Solution is found.
A solution is found, then the AI will just keep on trying, like, because you don't have to,
like humans usually do, right? They
right, yeah,
keep
exactly.
going back and forth. Yeah.
Going back and forth. So it's like you're sitting there, you just give the prompt, press enter, you're sitting there, it's just trying. Oh, succeeded, and you'll be like, boss, I succeeded.
With MCP, right? Give me some use cases that you can automate.
A lot. Like, ek to hai debugging, jo I told you.
Debugging can be automated with MCP?
Totally automated, because so you can, if you're building a website,
yeah,
and things are not where it's supposed to be, or there's an like kuch app bana rahe ho, maybe there's an error,
yeah,
an MCP will automatically transfer all the data errors there.
I have one big question, right?
Yeah.
What is engineering and what is coding?
They're kind of like overlapping, and engineering ke andar coding aata hai. It's like
so
it's developing stuff, building stuff is engineering.
Yeah, so when you say it can debug, is it like engineering problem solve kar raha hai, or coding problem solve kar raha hai?
In this case, specifically coding problems. Like, I'll give you a real world use case where this is, I would say, very like वो एक पूरा industry को खत्म कर रहा है. There's a particular gap. So we have all these LLMs and stuff, right? Claude and all this LLMs hai. A problem that and we have been able to write code with Claude and ChatGPT and all these LLMs for a very long time now.
Yeah.
One of the most important problems that we had was when you give it a prompt to write a website, it will create from scratch. What if you already had a design for the website?
Yeah.
How do you get it from there to there? Right? So one of the ways was that you take a screenshot of the website and you upload it here. But then usme obviously like quality loss hota hai, obviously, right?
Yeah.
The proportions are mismatched, problem hota hai usme. So you cannot really feed a design into the AI. With MCP now you can.